Each new year brings promise and hope for the future. We ask the City Council members to share with us their hopes for Fayetteville during the coming year.
Well, I want to see us really get started on those capital improvement programs that we have. We've got a multitude of humongous, if I may, programs on the planning board. We're talking about Hope 6. We've got the Murchison Road Corridor Study. We've got the Ramsey Road Corridor Study. We've got the Gateway, the Northwest Gateway. We've got the North Carolina Veterans Park. All of these things I would hope will come into fruition within the next 4 or 5 years. And I'm very optimistic that we're going to move on in the direction of getting those things handled as fast as humanly possible.
Next year is going to be critical for this council. We're together now for about a year. One of the biggest things I see coming early in the spring, we're going to have a new unified development ordinance. We keep talking about controlled growth, trying to do rezoning cases, and this unified development ordinance, to me, it's going to make it easier for everybody. The developers will know what they can and cannot build. We're not going to have all these rezoning cases, what's allowed next to one, not to another area. So to me, if we're going to look at the controlled growth, the unified development ordinance is key to how we grow our city. That in conjunction with the 2030 plan, that the county, the cities, all 9 municipalities in Cumberland County are going to agree on. That also is going to help our controlled growth, and we need controlled growth in Cumberland County.
Well, 2 big projects. One is the Ramsey Street Safety Improvement Project. Ramsey Street is a nightmare with traffic, especially when Kelly gets let off of their shift work. 295 is opened up and it dumps onto Ramsey Street. That side of town is really growing and building. All the subdivisions are expanding. They're building new subdivisions. The safety improvement, we was able to get the state DOT to agree to the design of it and the state to pay for it. So that's going to really help Ramsey Street. And then the other part of that is, another part of the study is the Ramsey Street development. And that will guide where we want the growth to go. Certain sections of Ramsey Street needs to stay residential, and we don't want businesses to come in and buy a house and then turn into a business, and then that's the domino effect. And then there's other parts of Ramsey Street that we want to promote as heavy commercial. And that way the developers, it takes the guesswork from the developers, and it takes the politics out of the rezoning.
I kind of feel like Fayetteville is still like a diamond in the rough, and as we continue to polish it and people become excited about what they see. So really, I just want to continue to work on the issues that we've worked on for the last year is, our transportation system and Murchison Road development. But most of all, I'd be excited about a second term on City Council. So that's what I'm excited about.
Well, we're kind of completing the product development phase, I call it, where we've worked hard to clean up the city and transit and crime and those kind of areas. Very soon we're approaching the part where we really need to get involved in marketing and bring those good jobs here. So that's the real opportunity we've been blessed with, and it's all a plan, and we're committed to this strategic plan. It's growing this city and bringing the kind of jobs that are the ones that we need for our citizens. So I'm very excited about that over the next couple of years as we head toward BRAC.
One of my big items has been the Murchison Road corridor. I grew up on Murchison Road, less than a block. You could see Murchison Road from my home, and to see all the changes that have happened and that is going to happen on the corridor, it blesses my heart. It really does. It truly blesses my heart.
A better relationship between council and its citizens. I look forward to where we're actually implementing plans to work out customer relations, customer service to our citizens. I'm looking forward to BRAC coming around and our involvement with that, our continued involvement with that. And looking forward to Hope 6. Looking forward to that.
In 2009, during 2008, I have met so many wonderful citizens, not only in my district, but throughout the city. There's, concerns about all kinds of issues. A lot of the calls seem to be solid waste related or stormwater issues, or some that may seem small to them, but I realize are important to them. And so building relationships with our citizens is great, and building a better relationship with my colleagues and our mayor, and working hard together for even a greater Fayetteville Forward in 2009.
And one of the problems that we have not spent as much time on as I think we ought to is that of mass transit. In New York, Washington, Richmond, Atlanta, these areas have very sophisticated mass transit. People are able to park their automobiles, get on that transit, and traverse their cities and go wherever they need to go. We have a ways to go here in Fayetteville to reach that point. But that, I feel, is going to be a very vital goal, especially in light of the cost of gasoline.